found the platinum level target, but there is potential suspicion for ghoulification on the subject. We have no confirmation that he has already started to turn, but as you seem to be taking the reins on this situation, how would you like us to proceed?
Gunshots in the sprawl, Doc Wagon gets the call. No policy too big or small. On wings of steel we come for all. Life out on the line, this job we were assigned. Life signs in decline, we race the clock, beat the deadline. Doc Wagon, we're not heroes, not Superman, not zeros. But no matter what may happen, you can always count on Doc Wagon.
Welcome everybody to another episode of SINless. Before we jump into the episode, please do us a favor. Leave us a 5-star review on your preferred podcasting app. Or if you're watching on YouTube, hit us with a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It's just a few clicks for you, but it means the sixth world to all of us. If you're interested in supporting us, check out our Patreon. And if you want to interact with cast of the show, you can join us on Discord. Links will be in the episode description. And with that out of the way, let's meet the cast.
Hey, I'm Miz. I'm a TTRPG designer. You can find me at Miz Does Arts on X. And today I'm playing B, the human caster blaster, and completely addicted to sugar.
I'm Big Spoon. I'm a cast member over on the AP Gaming Real YouTube channel, and I'm playing Cade, the pilot and drone op with a need for speed.
This is Austin. You may recognize my voice as the co-host of the Shadowrun on Empty Lore podcast. I'm going to be playing Duncan Grumbly, our awakened dwarf trauma specialist who may be working on a side hustle that might get him into a little bit of trouble down the line.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. You can find me over at twitch.tv/CaitlinMCCVoice. Today I will be doing Emmy the orc. That is the enforcer. Super strong. She likes to work out and also do some art.
Hey, I'm Dan the GM. You can find me over at What the Dice. I will be playing Mel, the troll a breacher that would rather hug people than hurt people. He also always carries around a laminated mercurial ticket as his good luck charm.
Hi everybody, I'm Devin, also known as Karma, also known as the GM at an Absolute Direct Storm podcast. Tonight, I will be playing Taichi, a female street Sam gun bunny who much rather rely on her luck than rather her skills.
Hey everybody, I'm the GM Easy Mode. You know me from the previous episodes of SINless and also from the Shadowrun on Empty podcast for lore. And I'll be everyone else as usual for the game. I hope you're excited.
News and wins, government and corporate sins. The conspiracy is televised, yet from the ashes we arise. Wagon, we're not heroes, not Superman, not zeros. But no matter what may happen, you can always count on Doc Wagon.
Welcome back, everybody, for SINless Season 3, Episode 2. Last time, our wonderful Doc Wagon team descended upon the accident on the freeway and were able to get their high-value contract holders out of there without incident. None of them taking any major damage, which was probably a good thing, and being able to explain the insurance policies to the lucky individuals that needed the extra explanation. Because you know that's what we need around here, and they are able to whisk them away to safety, or at least get treated at the nearest hospital. So, yay, Doc Wagon team, doing what you're supposed to.
Always make sure that you read those end-user license agreements and know what you're signing up for.
Yes, everybody definitely reads the fine print in the sixth world.
The terms and conditions will come to bite you in the booty.
That's where we
Oh.
get most of our holiday bonus.
Listen, just because
Yeah.
Duncan read the EULA and knows what to do, that you should do the same thing. All right, that's what he's here for.
Exactly. Well, we're back once again in your lovely downtime waiting area, relaxation break room back at the Doc Wagon barracks. So what's everybody doing with their downtime now? This will be the following day. After that call on the freeway, you were all given some leave time, and now you're back on standby the next day.
I'm fishing another energy drink out of the fridge.
So be your third one for the start of your shift?
Please, 6. And I'm looking over at Mel and I'm like, hey, good job yesterday, big guy.
Mel would actually just look up from his comm link, just kind of like, yeah, thanks. As he is clearly trying to purchase something and having an issue, like there's a timer on his phone.
I wish I could help you with that, but you should not ask me. You should ask Cade.
just waiting for the tickets to go on sale.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your favorite artist. It
Mercurial.
starts with an M. Mercurial.
Yeah.
Mercurial. Hey, I got the first letter.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Just stand there and just stare in silence.
Like the conversation is clearly over, but B is just waiting there to for something else to happen.
Exactly that.
Taichi is currently hogging the main television in the room as there seems to be an urban brawl game on, and she's standing there with a little notebook, and it looks like she might be trying to keep track of some bets.
Okay.
Duncan's in the back once again, just making sure that inventory stock is taken care of, but he's also on the phone and talking with what appears to be somebody from the Doc Wagon Corporation. Now look, I know that a standard coverage package didn't include magical malady coverage, but I think in this one instance, if you mark it under a trial period usage, that will reduce how much he's going to be charged for it, but in the long term, that might convince him to increase his premium. Now, I'm just trying to make sure that the company's got the best interest in mind here, all right? I understand that we're going to be losing a little bit of money up front, but think about how much we're going to be making on the back end. All I'm saying is that a long-term customer pays more money than a short-term customer coverage gets charged up front for it, all right? Just cut him a little slack here. The guy was unconscious. I had to do what I had to do.
You've got the person on the other end is just, I just needed a quick yes or no.
No,
need to
but you
sell
don't
me on the
understand the
whole-
situation. Okay, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help us in the long. Don't you want that sweet bonus at the end of the month? All right, look, this is how we're gonna get it together.
or another for services. You just fill out your report and send it to me, please.
I've already filled out the report twice. How come you guys haven't gotten it yet? That's the better question. All right, I'm sending it through again now. Let me know if there's any other follow-ups.
He has been taking your reports when you put them in the outbox. She takes them and puts her name on them and sticks them back in. No paperwork for me.
These extra energy drinks thinking way outside the box. Cade or Emmy, any input on what either of you are going to be doing?
I think Cade is just lounging back on one of the couches, watching the Urban Brawl game behind Taichi, and going and just making peanut gallery comments oh man, Murray really fell off after year 3. He's not going to last much longer as a runner.
Emmy would probably be in the same room, working on some paintings of trying to encapsulate what happened yesterday, and just being Kay, do you think I got the leg wound correct, or do you think there should be more blood? I don't remember. Was the bone sticking out this way or that way?
He looks over. I think it was coming out the left side of his knee. I don't really remember, but you definitely need more blood.
Okay, okay, thank you. And she'll just go back to, painting, and just kind of circling between different ones and, like how she envisions how like majestic she looked as extra strong, of course, as
Mhm.
she was like carrying like the very little tiny man, even though he wasn't that tiny of a man.
Mhm.
But,
Just making yourself look more grand in this painting of
Oh,
carrying
yeah.
him, like the explosion kind of going off in the background of the painting to give the lighting to accentuate how majestic you are carrying this poor wounded individual.
Exactly. Instead of like just having a heart attack, there's like blood dripping and like, like gunshot wounds and
So it's like you took the other incidents that happened to the other contract holders and put them all into one person.
oh yeah, there's like a stem patch on his forehead.
All right. So as all of this is going on, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Again, that alarm klaxon that you're used to signifying something that's coming up goes off, and you all get an emergency alert. Drop whatever you're doing and report to the hangar immediately.
Again?
2 in
All
1
right.
week? Jeez. Just put my energy drink on the table, grab the armor vest, run through the living room where the peanut gallery is.
So instead of a clean entry, making it from where you guys were hanging out in the break area there all the way to the hangar, normally it's just straight in and ready to strap in and get out of there. However, on your way there this time, there's somebody standing between you and the doors of the hangar. None of you have ever seen this guy before. He's in a nice pressed suit, tie, has a briefcase in his hand.
Can we help you? We need to, emergency call.
Right. That's what I'm here for. You need to take this. Inside, you'll find what you need to collect the samples from where you're going.
Open up the briefcase.
There are 4 vials inside the briefcase, clear vials.
Oh, you must be with corporate. Got a card, we got to get out of here pretty fast, but...
Yes, I'm with corporate. I need you to get these samples filled from where you're going.
Get on the comm link and be like, Duncan, we need you here. There's contracts. Fancy corporate.
Okay, hang on. All right, I'll get my bag and everything settled. Head out, meet up with the rest of the team. Corporate, here for this? What are we doing? What's happening?
I need you to take this briefcase, as I've already explained a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 vials in here that need to be filled with the samples from where you're going. Can you do that? And then he'll flick his hand forward and a business card will slide into it.
Walk over, grab the business card, look at it. What's the business card say?
Monogrammed on there says Martin Alvarez.
Is that is just a name? There's no
it says Martin Alvarez, and then on the back side it has special acquisitions.
Special acquisitions for who, Mr. Alvarez?
For whoever pays your bills.
Roger that, G-Man, and I'll just take the briefcase and just breeze by him.
Thank you. Make sure you get those samples. They're very important.
Is there any preference to the state that the samples, that the supposed people that the samples are supposed to be coming from are supposed to be in?
Just
Do they
fill the
want them
vials.
alive?
Just fill the vials. You'll understand when you get there.
I see. All right. Well, do we need to have any special way to get back in contact with you, Mr. Alvarez, once this operation has been completed?
Assume that I'll be monitoring your channels, and I'll know when you're back.
I see. Okay. Well, let's get going then.
Thank you. We very much appreciate this. And then he smiles and just kind of walks out of your way.
As we all get into the VTOL, I'll just go, I don't know how the rest of you guys feel, but I, for one, don't particularly trust Mr. Alvarez. So let's go ahead and take a look at the situation when we get there, and I think we go from there. Remember, getting people saved is the name of the game for what we do here, right?
Well, yeah, if you like your job, we're gonna do what the corpus says, right? Like, surely.
So thanks for speaking up, B. I was going to punch him before you said something to get through the hanger. Thank you.
B, you let me deal with the corpo. All right, let's just make sure that we get our job taken care of, getting those people saved and getting everybody out in one piece.
All right. Here, you take this. It's whatever he had. Hand the briefcase to Duncan. Pat Emmy on the shoulder. Strap in. And fish an energy drink from under the seat.
Somehow even hiding energy drinks in the VTOL.
I just like this notion that there's like fake compartments everywhere. Just pushes on a side of the wall of the VTOL and it swaps around.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like IV bags in there and stuff.
It's just an
energy
IV,
drinks and fake cigarettes.
Just an IV bag of energy drink. You just get right into the vein at this point. It's easier than having to drink it. You know,
no, you shotgun it. You take the little thing.
You scalpel across the bottom of the IV bag.
Instead of a data jack, you just have like an energy drink jack.
Yeah. A permanent connection point. As we're on our way to the drop off, I want to look over what's in the briefcase because I'm assuming that there's more to it than just 4 clear vials. Is there like an extractor of some type or something that it hooks up with? Or
yes, in the top of the briefcase, there's a pull tab and there's some kind of needle injection rig that looks like something you punch into something and pull the trigger, and it should extract into one of the vials that you load into the back of it.
Okay. Quick question. The vial system itself, do these seem to just be standard vials, or is it some type of fancy pants setup that has to be like compatible with this injector gun?
No, they just look like regular vials, like regular plastic vials that you plug in.
So it would be like, I don't know, some type of vial that, say, maybe I would happen to have an extra one of in my med kit that I carry on me, perchance.
Perchance. I mean, right now the vials are empty that are in the briefcase.
Right.
Although the only difference being that etched onto each one of the vials in the briefcase, there is a biohazard symbol.
Ah, of course.
Hey, Duncan, take a 5th, will you?
That's
a 5th sample.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing because that might be good to figure out what's going on here with this.
If nothing else, we can look at it ourselves, and
Yep, on the same page.
Excellent. Hey, you want to sip?
I'm good. I like to keep a straight head before we get into a combat zone, but you know what? I appreciate it.
Mel is going to hold up a sign that just says he is listening to comms, just so we know what's going on. Like, because he did state he was going to listen to comms, so Mel's writing that out because he's a little paranoid of what's going on.
Do you want to switch to like a private comm channel between the group?
No, Mel's just holding up a sign that just says like he is listening.
Right. Yeah. I will say none of that was over comms for me, at least.
Like Emmy would be like, who?
He's gonna scribble, and then just suit and just hold it up.
So speaking of biohazard signs, where exactly are the coordinates we got to go to?
When you check your mission information that's getting sent, piped into you, the coordinates are taking you somewhere to the Tacoma docks area. Apparently, there is a platinum member bracelet that is pinging with slowly decreasing vitals.
Well, I punch it, obviously.
All right. As usual, everybody jerked back into their seat from the sudden punching as you tear off to the Tacoma area.
Can I do what I did and astral and look ahead as well?
You can zoom ahead, although when you get to the particular area, the building itself is warded.
Okay, gotcha. I'll snap back to my body. And Duncan's also like a caster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Say, building's warded, Dunk.
It's usually not a good sign.
No, it's a bad sign. In fact, it means we're gonna deal with some magical bullshit.
Yeah, and also have to not know what we are walking into on most of these rooms, so make sure that everybody's staying extra cautious when we get down there. Watch each other's backs, keep each other covered.
Guns out, if I may say so as well.
Just if that is your proclivity, Mel and Emmy, you know you don't want to exclude anyone from the offensive here. All
They
right?
have
Just
their own guns.
fists out, as it were.
Mel's gonna slide his shield onto his shoulder, and then he's going to pull out his stun maul, spark it up.
All right.
I'll get out her cattle prod and be like, is this what we're doing?
The big guy's just real gentle.
The VTOL can make it there in no time, pretty much. There's nothing deterring you, and you actually have a landing pad that you can set down on in the area that's been cleared for emergency services.
Is this on top of a building that we're landing into?
No,
or
no.
Oh, okay.
The landing pad is actually on the ground in the dock area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're cleared to land there.
I'll set it down on the pad.
The moment we set down, Mel's gonna have door open, shield out, and stepping out to take point.
All right. There's nothing immediately around you. It's pretty business as usual in the dock area. Nobody's really paying you any mind because you're an emergency response team. So everybody kind of gets out of your way.
Are we in like a warehouse heavy area?
You are near a warehouse heavy area, yes.
Okay.
Cade, can you give me a quick scan and give us a general heading for direction that we're getting the ping from the bracelet on?
Will do, boss. I'll click on my signal locator and see if I can determine what direction the signal is coming from.
Looks like it's coming from the 4th warehouse building. It is pretty weak signal, though, and those vitals are still very low.
Looks like it's the 4th warehouse, fading fast. It looks like we better hurry.
Right. Double time on the move.
As Cade exits the VTOL, he straps a portable stretcher to the side of his Doberman. And we see in the acronym on the side of the Doberman, it's Theo.
Okay. So as your team makes your way to the 4th warehouse, looks a little bit out of the way. I mean, it's in between a bunch of other warehouses, and there's not a whole lot of foot traffic as you're making your way over here. The only thing that kind of stands out to you is as you get closer, it looks like the electronic lock for the door has been broken into. Wires have been fixed. The circuits have definitely been messed with, and the door is standing slightly ajar.
I would like to just keep an eye on the astral for as soon as we hit this building.
Just kind of peeking in, not necessarily projecting, but keeping your sight on.
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
Tactical tomahawk is out as we open the doors and make our way through.
Okay. Inside, there's no lighting. It's dark. There's no light from windows. The windows have been all blacked out.
Any life signs?
Nothing immediately pops up in your astral vision.
Can I do a thermo scan with my enhanced vision goggles to look for any?
Sure. Does anybody else want to use any kind of light source, or do you have vision enhancements, or?
Do our suits have like the chest, like the shoulder mount flashlights?
Light? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna power mine on and switch it to red so that it doesn't give away location.
Okay.
I'll flicker on mine too. Same thing. Red.
Okay.
Same.
All right. We're going red lights on. In the thermo scan that you run, Duncan, there's some residual heat that's coming from the next room over.
All right. Mel, get us ready on the door. Next room over. I'm gonna need you to breach first. Getting some heat residue, so we'll check there first.
Aye, boss. Mel is going to plant his shoulder against the door or his foot against the door and give it a good kick with his shield ready to take any gunfire if anything happens.
Kicking in the door with a loud clang that kind of echoes into the room. You're expecting something to jump out at you as you come in, and there's nothing. Just the room bathed in the red light from your shoulders. Nothing else is in here. There's a small barrel that was in the middle of the room, and that's what the heat source was coming from. There's some ambers still burning in the bottom of it.
Duncan, this is something don't feel right, man. This is just got this barrel in here.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of this too much either. This warehouse is a little too dark for my taste when we're supposed to be coming in to rescue someone that's had an emergency. So that's not a good feeling. Is there any other exits or anything through this room, or is it just the one door in and out? Like, does this room look like it connects to other rooms or anything?
This room does look like it connects to other rooms. As you're going through here, everybody roll me a perception test, please. Everybody will notice as you gather into this room and the red lights kind of shine on the wall. There is a large piece of graffiti that has been put up on one side of the wall, and you're looking at a large leering pumpkin face.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do it easy. I knew it. I knew you were doing it. Every time. Can't get away from these bastards.
I know that they're your favorites, so I have to keep bringing them back for you.
Looks like we're going to be smashing some pumpkins.
Billy Corgan smiling politely. All right, let's just... All right, everybody, I don't like this. Stay close. This is ganger activity, and it's going to be a bad time. Let's keep moving through the side doors here rather than going back out into the main warehouse floor. It's too open, and I don't like our odds in that space.
Sure. Right as soon as you finish saying that, from that large open space that's just off to your left, you can hear the sound of some gunshots.
Oh boy.
And is that also in the direction of our fading fast platinum mark?
It seems to be in the same area.
I'm going to tap Amy on the shoulder and give them increased reflexes. Start sustaining that.
Thank you.
Okay. What do you all want to do? You heard the gunshots. You know you're in ganger territory.
I'm going to tag up next to Emmy and move with them so we create kind of a wall to protect the rest of the team.
To the gunfire. Okay.
Usually, as much as I like to avoid trying to go to gunfire, it is in the job description. So let's go ahead and start heading back that way.
All right. Team meet wall on the move.
All right, you guys are stealthing, and Emmy and Mel are going right in. Taichi, are you stealthing, or are you going
I'll
behind
follow
Team
behind
Wall?
the meat walls. Behind them. I'm not part of Team Wheat Wall. I'm the rear end of the meat walls.
That is what
You're
I've
the
heard
meat
about him.
end, if you will.
Yeah, the meat end.
The other meat end. All right, my three team members that are rolling into the room, please roll perception. So, the three of you, Mel and Emmy and Taichi, roll into this room where there were recent gunshots. It's a larger room. There's some crates stacked up here and there. In the red light that's coming off your shoulders, you also are seeing these liquid trails. There's a few face down people on the floor, and they've got these liquid trails coming out of them. There's one guy that's in the center, around 3 or 4 of them. There's also face down on the floor. It looks like he has a cyber arm, and there's some bladed weapons that are within reach of his hands, but his hands are open, and he's face down on the floor.
Is he the platinum target? Or
No, your platinum target is pinging somewhere in the room. Not quite sure where.
I'd get on comms and be like, Kate, would you be able to get a more precise location for our platinum person, pretty please?
Cade will try and use his signal locator to pin down where this the platinum target is coming from.
Okay, roll me electronics, please.
When I hear that, I'll also pop Astral, peek into the next room.
So you're trying to calibrate, and it's still not giving you a precise reading. It says that you should almost be right on top of them, in this room.
I'm still getting some sort of interference. They should be right in front of you, somewhere.
Hearing Cade say that over the comms, I look up.
Okay. There are rafters that are above you. Again, it looks like there's somebody half hanging off the rafter. Their arm is over one side.
Would it be crazy if we used a plot point and, oh wow, we looked again and they magically are right in front of us?
Yeah, sure. They fall from the rafters. They're now right in front of you.
Seeing the rafters with the scan up, I'll go on comms and go, Mel, looks like they might be up on second floor rafters. How quick can you get up there?
I'm going to look at the walls, see if there's an opening, and I'm going to just run straight up the wall to the rafters.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. There's plenty of space. While you're running up the wall, B, you do actually see somebody in the next room. You have a life sign.
And I ascend.
From the astral. Yeah, you want to? Go ahead. Roll your perception for a sensing. So they are a person. They have cyberware. They are wounded, and they have a disease.
I will pop back to my body and overcome, say, all right, this was the person in the rafters?
No, this is the person in the next room.
Next room, okay.
Yes.
We got a person in the next room, wounded, cyberware, and has a disease. I think we're dealing with ghouls, guys.
B and Cade, you guys stay here. Cover the others. Make sure that nothing happens to them while they check out what's going on up on the second floor. Watch their six. I'm going to go in the next room and take a look at what's going on here. And as I say that, I'll pull out my gas mask and throw that on before getting ready to breach the door.
Okay.
I'm not letting you go in there alone, Dunk.
This could be a hazmat situation. We don't know what's on the other side of this door, so if you want to cover me from this side, that's great, but I'm not letting you go in that room without proper protection.
I got a mask too. It's fine. You're not going in there alone if there's ghouls.
All right. Vent up.
Gas mask on.
Gas mask's on. Okay.
Yeah, I think Cade also puts mask on. He's like, I'll stay here, but just in case.
Emil put hers on too, you know.
Over comms, I'm just, hey, as a heads up, we might have something potentially biohazard here, as per the symbols on those, those vials that we had. So if anybody's got a gas mask or ventilation mask of any kind, go ahead and throw that on just to be on the safe side here.
I don't.
Taishi doesn't.
I do not. I will hold my breath.
I feel like Tai Chi would just light another cigarette and be like, "This will keep me safe."
What's the risk at this point?
All right, so we'll do with the body on the scaffolding first. Mel, you can make it to the body. They don't move as you get closer.
So through the AR, are they pinging as the diamond?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So I'm gonna pop on comms.
So this isn't tagging as our priority. What do you want me to do? You want me to head back down, or do you want me to try scouting up here?
Since you're already up on the vantage point, just do a quick scout around and make sure that you don't see anybody else moving up there that we should have eyes on while we take a look at the body here next to us.
Aye, tenfold.
Also make sure they're dead.
Hey, wait. Hey, Mel, so if we're possibly dealing with ghouls, guys, what do you think the odds are that bracelet might be inside that guy that's on the rafters? How do we know our target's alive? What I'm saying here?
Well, if we're still getting the ping, then it's probably still registering some type of vital, because we were getting a life sign detection coming off of it when we did the scan, so the person that it's attached to should still be alive. So that means that if that's a hand in the gut of the ghoul up there on the raffling, that would not be registering vital signals. So we're gonna take a look at the body in the room next to us that B found, and I have an inkling that this might be the individual that we're looking for. But you guys stay alert out there, because again, we all saw that mark, so we know that we're not alone in the warehouse right now.
And again, make sure they're dead.
Mel is going to ready his maul and just kind of give the body a little push with his shield to see if it reacts. And if it moves, he's swinging.
You give it a nudge, and it doesn't spring up at you or anything like that. You just kind of move it with your maul.
Yeah, this body up here is nothing. It's not moving.
Alright, well, like I said, just keep eyes out from up there. If anything shows up that shouldn't be, you'll be in a good spot to get a jump on it.
Tenfold.
So while he says that, Mel, go ahead and give me a perception test while you look around. Nothing immediately jumps out at you as any kind of warning, or you're worried there's nobody lurking, nothing that you can see. Meanwhile, the other members making their way into the next room. There is a person in that room. They're kind of doubled over on the floor. You can see that there's a gun in their hand.
I'll yell, Doc Wagon response team, put your hands up.
You see the gun kind of slide away from them as they throw it. They slowly put their hands up in the air.
All right, I'm gonna actually pull out my my gun, my Colt Governor. Give him a once-over dunk, see what you can get out of him.
Sir, can you give us your identification number for Doc Wagon so we can verify that we are dealing with the correct customer?
Yeah, sure. My identification number, it's 69.
As he says that, I'm going to pull out my narcojet pistol and shoot him in the chest with it.
Just kind of slumps over.
Okay, walk up towards him, and can I do, using, with my goggles, could I do a scan to see if it pings that this is in fact our VIP that we're looking for, or...
Sure, you can.
Is this possum?
You do the scan. There's no Doc Wagon contract. He's not wearing a bracelet.
Okay, this isn't him. Just an incredibly sick individual who does not require our assistance. Let's keep moving.
Did you want to once over them?
Yeah, I mean, we're already here.
Even with B's help, you're doing very well.
Okay.
Not only does this person have a bunch of old wounds, like cuts and gunshot wounds, they have a couple fresh gunshots and some strange marks on their arms and neck. Not necessarily bite, but something like scratches almost.
B, have you ever seen wounds like this before? It looks fresh.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything like this, but I'm gonna just cock my Colt and put it through his head.
Okay, I mean, they're passed out. They have
Yes!
a narcojet dart in their chest.
As B goes to cock the gun, I'm just gonna go, the narcojet should be enough to hang out with them. Let's not fire more gunshots until we need to, because we don't want to give away our position if there's anybody else lurking around.
All right. I just don't want this fucker to wake back up.
That's understandable. Do we have any, perchance, would we have, like, any type of, like, I don't know, like zip ties things or anything we could just be like, zoop, hit them with the wrists on it and keep them safe?
I do.
Would any of us here in the group have those that we could make immediate use of?
I'll spend a plot point.
Okay.
I pull out fuzzy handcuffs.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
But yeah, you could always spend a plot point if you wanted to have those zip ties.
Yeah, I'll spend a plot point to have zip ties.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna zip tie the hands behind their back, or?
Yeah, zip hog tie them, like hands behind the back, feet to hands.
Okay. And then just leave them in the room?
Yep.
Okay. Head back into that main room with everybody else?
Does this room we're in connect over again still into more like side office rooming, or?
No, this one's kind of just by itself.
It's just by itself? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a small storage extra room.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so then. I want to calm out to Mel. Hey Mel, from where you're at, can you see on top of any of these buildings, these interiors that we're in? Is there anybody on the roof or anybody up above where we're at currently that you might be able to spot?
Mel will take a quick gander around.
Okay, roll perception again. So you don't see anybody else up around here, or like there was access to the roof, but doesn't look like it's been opened. While you're looking around the room, though, kind of nestled in between some crates, and because you can see down, it looks like there's a hollow space behind some crates.
Hey guys, we got what looks like some kind of hide hole in one of those crates down there.
Am I able to relay information via AR so that I can kind of ping it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a ping over the comms.
Alright, on it.
Roger, we'll meet you there. And then we'll head out back into the main room.
I'm gonna quickly stop Doug and say, get a sample.
That's a good point. So I'll go back over to the guy and pull out one of the vials from my med kit and not one of the ones that we got, and then I'll use the syringe and
hit
him with the old slurp.
Got one extra sample.
All right, let's get out of here before back of the guy.
And you all head back into the main room where Mel has pinged down.
Yeah.
There's stacks of boxes.
Would I need to move those out of the way to get into the hidey hole, or?
Yeah, if you want to try and move them, you can.
Yeah.
When you pick one up, they're surprisingly light.
So no strength check, or do you still like a strength check? Okay.
Nope, don't need a strength check.
I'll get them moved out of the way. Is there a stairway down, or?
So when you pull them all away, move everything out, it looks like there's like a trapdoor hatch, and it's slightly ajar. There's also liquid trails that are running to this spot as well. In your red light, since you're not using actual light.
Over comms, I'll let everyone know. Alright, there's a hidey hole. I have it open for everyone. Some liquid, so be careful, and let's go ahead and venture on down.
Before we head down, Kate is going to send a command to his patrol drone basically set it up to circle this warehouse, like flashing lights and broadcasting a message to like telling people to stay the frag out of here.
I would also like to spend time with those zip ties and tie up every person that's living in this room.
Oh, that's it. Most of the other people in this room are dead, thanks to either gunshots or blades. Some of them have those weird scratches on them. Not every one of them does. Yeah, everybody in this immediate large room where a lot of the boxes are piled up, everyone is dead.
Before we go down, Cade is going to turn back around to the room where the guy with the swords was, and just really quick, just flash on a white light to see what color of clothes these people are wearing, and if these liquid trails are just blood trails.
So, when you flash to the regular light spectrum, the clothing is a mix. You have some in the gang colors of the blacks and oranges of the Halloweeners. A couple of the other people are wearing just a mismatch of, like, one guy has combat fatigues and an armor jacket and things like that. Like it's put together, not necessarily professionally. They're not like a security team or something like that.
But they're also not like wearing gang colors.
But they're not wearing gang colors. And yes, all of these lovely liquid trails are most likely blood trails.
Okay.
Can I, from the med kit, can I pull out like a swabber set and grab like a swabber, like a little cotton swab of the blood off the ground and throw that in there as well for later?
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
It is. I would like to. Thank you.
Okay, you can get some swabbed blood.
You know, as his Mima used to say, the more fluids, the better.
A lot of the blood trails do kind of lead to that halfway ajar door that you've just found.
The inconspicuous hatch in the ground. Cool. Love it.
Yes, right? Nothing bad could be happening.
Nothing bad ever happens underground in Shadowrun. Hey Mel, you want to go ahead and take point for us down the hole?
Yeah, sure. Mel's gonna swap from red light to white light and head down, shield up, and maul at the ready.
It's even, it's even darker once you descend the little stairs down into this area. It looks like it was just a small little room to smuggle, hide contraband maybe, but it looks like one of the walls has caved in and leads out into like a sewer underground area. And again, more blood trails going that way.
So it looks like we're gonna be heading into the sewers. I got a broken down wall and blood trails heading in.
Your ping also seems to
get stronger.
Yeah, track stronger once you're down here.
Guess it's a good thing that I already got my gas mask on then. Em, you want to go ahead and back him up there on the front line, then we'll just single file, do not stray. It is very easy to get lost down here and separated out, so we got to make sure that we stay together.
I'm right behind you, Mel. Go ahead and lead on.
Mel is going to shield up and continue to walk in just very carefully, just that instead of walking normally, he's doing that walking sideways, crisscrossing so that he's always at the ready to swing.
Okay.
And constantly scanning around for any openings that might appear, like passageways or anything like that, as well as following any blood trails that may or may not be seen.
Marching on down. Everything is a little eerily quiet. Like you don't even hear the sounds of chittering devil rats, which would be something that you would expect in a sewer-like setting. Don't even hear those. Just the occasional sound of passing steam and the slow drip of water. your lights from your shoulders being the only light sources that you have down here.
I'm doing my best to peek around Mel and keep my sight in the astral. I'm just kind of like holding on to his belt loop.
Mel is gonna keep an eye on his AR and see if he can't keep track of where the ping is and kind of continue to move that way, just being as careful and slow as possible and keep his ears open.
Okay. All right, B, just as Mel is about to take a step forward, you notice something on the ground in front of him that he doesn't spot.
Alrighty, I mean, he's a troll, so I'll do my best to, like, pull him back. Mel, stop.
Mel's gonna freeze mid-step.
What? Okay. What's up?
There's something on the ground beneath your feet. It's alive.
Mel's gonna look down and let his light cast down to see what's at his feet.
It doesn't look like there's anything there. I mean, you're now in like shin deep water. So you guys are trudging along. It's kind of murky and dark. So you don't initially see anything.
Can I send a stun ball at it? Or a stun bolt?
I was going to say yes, except that right as you're kind of staring and looking, the pale, nasty arm just reaches up out of the water to grab at Mel's leg.
Shit.
Mel's swinging it that stun ball straight down then.
Yeah, I'm gonna stun bolt as well if I can get one off.
We'll go ahead and have initiatives rolled here. B, you have the first turn as these pale arms have jumped up out of the water to grab Mel's legs, and then 3 more of these things rise up out of the water. In the light that you guys are shining, as a quick description here, they're all these extremely pale looking creatures. Their eyes look cataract over, like just whites completely. They have gross kind of black elongated fingers, and their hairless bodies are covered in yellow pustules.
Before I do anything, can I spend a plot point so that we were standing on the side of the sewer slightly out of the water?
Slightly out of the water? Yes, yep. You can be standing slightly out of the water.
Like the whole line, just so
So everybody from you back is slightly out of the water.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, sure.
And without even thinking about it, I pull lightning and I'm gonna just go straight for the water at where all these guys are coming out of.
Mel's wearing his rubber boots, right?
I hope so.
Well, yeah, he's wearing his rubber pants today.
His brown rubber pants.
Brown rubber pants. All right, let me grab all of these.
Ooh, that is a fake spellcasting test too. 7 successes.
Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Especially in the water.
Yeah.
Well, with lightning bolt, you can target. They'll actually have a. Did you target one of the ghouls?
Oh, I did not.
Oh no! You may have wasted an awesome roll.
That's all right.
So target and then click cast.
Yeah. Let's try that again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I roll a lot of dice.
I see that. All right, here we go.
I might use edge on that too. No, that's all right.
Okay. Does get a little bit of extra shock from being in the water as your lightning bolt shoots out at it. So I will apply something a little extra as it looks like its body shakes from the electricity.
As soon as this like cavern's lit up in that like blue electricity,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shout back the line, ghouls, ghouls, ghouls.
And with that, Mel, it's your turn. You have 2 ghoul hands, one on each leg.
The maul is probably like a tethered where I can just release it and I
Mhm.
don't have to like. So I'm gonna release the maul and just swing hard with the one that's attached to me. I'm gonna use those hardliner gloves to hit it as hard as I absolutely can.
Swing away. Smack down this ghoul as it's coming up out of the water, punching it relentlessly in the face as it just takes the hits. The disturbing part about it is as you're punching down into it, these yellow pustules that are on its face just start popping from you punching. Definitely nothing you need to worry about. Don't worry about it.
Is it still grabbing at me?
It's still holding on, but you're punching it back into the water.
Well, it's gonna keep getting punched back into the water as Mel just starts throwing haymakers down on it.
All right, go ahead. It eats these punches with a smile. If ghouls can actually smile, who knows for sure, but it doesn't seem to be deterred from releasing its grip on your legs. And now, Emmy, it is your turn.
All right. Is the ghoul that Emmy has targeted in short or medium distance?
I'd say that's still short.
Okay. So, seeing what B did with the lightning, and that seemed to work out pretty well, she's going to get out her cattle prod and just try to straight, like, to whatever body part is poking out, just.
Just zap away, huh?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Here we go. Oh, first off, did you want to use edge on that attack?
I think I'll save it, but thank you.
Okay, just checking. Again, as you whack it with the cattle prod, the ghoul just kind of shakes in the water from the electricity. It's still standing. Did you want to swing at it again?
Absolutely. I would love to do that.
Go right ahead. So with this second smack and the increased electrical jolt to the ghoul, you watch it kind of fall back into the water, just kind of half floating in this sludge water. It doesn't look like it's moving.
So to the team over comms, will be like, electricity seems to be doing the job.
Ghoul moves closer out of the water, reaching up to try and bite or claw at B with its gross blackened hands.
Boot to the face, straight back in the water.
Just push it kind of away from you, back into the water. But this one trudges down the line and just kind of leaps slightly out of the water to try and actually bite at Taishi.
How nice of them.
Right? I thought so.
As it leaps forward, it just gets a metal arm straight to the jaw.
Okay. Crack it right in the jaw, pushing it
Yep.
straight back. All right, Duncan.
I would like to, for the grouping that's near us here, aim so as to be able to throw a stun grenade out in the attempt to hit the collective of ghouls.
And to be fair, since I am like technically right by that, would you also like me to roll defense?
No, he can throw it back far enough
Okay.
in the water where it's only going to affect the 3 of them, and the one of them's already unconscious, so it's not going to do anything. So that's what we're looking at. And then, Kate, it'll be your turn.
Kate goes, frag this. Theo, kill. And Theo jumps out into the water, a Stoner Ares machine gun popping up from its back, and like Cade kneels down and he's just gonna fill one of these ghouls with lead.
Okay, fire away. With the combined automatic fire coming from Cade and from the drone, you just fill this ghoul full of holes as it falls back into the water. However, Taichi getting rained on a little bit from all of these lovely exploding pustules from its body. Can you roll me, please? Can you roll me a resistance? All right, so you get some nasty juices on you. Who knows what that's about?
I'm sure it's fine.
It's totally fine. Mel, the ghoul that is gripped onto your legs is dragging itself towards you, is going to try to bite at you. Taichi, it's your turn.
The one that's on Mel's leg is going to get a shotgun. Possibly.
Through two people?
Wait, how big is this area? What?
I mean, you could jump into the water to get angle.
I can't
Otherwise,
lean a little bit.
You're on the walkway and everybody is like
shotgun
smashing into the water. Shotguns do spread. That's all I'm saying.
Fine. I put my like thumb over the barrel to keep it tighter. I guess I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. like a hose. Yeah.
Yeah, like
like
a hose. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Sure. That's how they work, right?
Fine.
Yeah.
From the strap along my back, I'll strap up my assault rifle, and I'll release some shots into on the ground next to Mel.
Okay, again, on the one that's fighting Mel, that one, or the one that's in front of B?
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, I see. I got the characters mixed up. B, my bad.
Okay.
The one in front of B. Yeah.
Totally makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes way more sense that way.
Got it. All right. Well, too late. Anyways, rolling.
You fire away. The ghoul just kind of struggles around, and
that's all right. I have a second attack,
fine.
So
doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Firing again. You fill this one full of bullet holes. B, as this ghoul is riddled with bullets, and it explodes pustules in your direction. Can you please roll me the physical resistance, which is the unhappy, angry face there next to defense?
Gas mask help at all?
No, the gas mask does not really help at all. With that B, it is back to your turn. The only ghoul that's still up and around is the one that's gripped onto Mel's legs.
I will, hey, sorry, Mel, this isn't not gonna feel good. And I'm gonna lean around and grab the ghoul's wrist and just channel lightning directly into its body.
Wow. Okay. You know what? For that, go ahead and add 2 bonus dice. So the ghoul again shakes violently as lightning is channeled directly into its body. It looks like some of those pustules kind of cook off without popping at you. Which I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
It doesn't smell good.
No, it smells awful. For anybody that's not wearing a gas mask down here, it smells just the worst.
Imagine like sour burnt hair.
Terrible. It smells terrible.
Somewhere between charred burnt skunk and wet dog. Mel, it is your turn after that electrifying attack has just occurred.
Mel is going to try to curb stomp this thing off, like shake his leg and just bring his foot down on this thing's head as hard as he can.
Okay. Your heavy foot comes down on its head, crushing its skull. under the water. There is no pustule pop, but you can see sort of the discoloration kind of come up around your boot in the water.
Mel is then instantly going to crawl out of the water and stand up on the walkway with everyone else.
Duncan, do we want more samples?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one of the one of our vials again, as it were, and go ahead and
If somebody goes to step into the water to retrieve the body, Cade will like put a hand up, and he'll go, "Theo, fetch."
Just brings the ghoul body.
The Doberman drone will go grab the body and pull it back over to the edge.
While Duncan's rooting around, I want to root around in his bag for like alcohol and just like douse myself in it.
Yeah, so after I get the ghoul sample, I would also like to once again do another nice little cotton swab sample, specifically of the pustule juice, as it were, just to get a little pick me up on that bad boy as well.
You from tales or stories or however you want to go about it, you will note that ghouls don't get disease. So them being covered in these strange yellow pustules is really odd.
Yeah, if there's something down here that's bad enough to make ghouls sick, that's not a good sign for us.
So you don't know if maybe that's what you should be injecting samples for.
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
No,
just thought I would point that out.
Okay, so after we do the combat, can we do another scan for the ID tag to see are we still getting reading for it, or?
Yeah, it's definitely down here. It's just a few meters ahead of you.
Okay, well, to be on the safe side then, I will go ahead and take one of their hazmat indicator ones that they gave us, and I will get one of them filled from the ghoul.
Okay.
But we still gotta go to the indicator because this is our job. It's what we get paid for.
Yeah. The vitals are still there, but weakening. And to get the rest of the way there, you will unfortunately have to cross through the murky water.
Same marching order as before, I presume?
Real quick, does Theo have a light on him?
He probably would. I don't think it's turned on right now because the rest of us have our lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be able to have him go in the water and turn his light on to lead the way?
Sure.
I am not looking out of the astral until we're out of this damn place.
Yeah, so Cade will have Theo take point.
Sure.
And he kind of looks at Duncan, and then looks at the ghoul that's kind of floating in the water there, and like unbuttons the strap on his Ares Predator and kind of looks at Duncan with a questioning look.
I'd prefer to do it silently if we are going to be double tapping the ghoul bodies just to be safe, because the last thing that we want to do is alert in the echo chamber of this sewer system that we're down here with fire. So if you want to give it a quick once over at the top of the head.
Hang on. Before we go down this road.
Yeah.
I have to have Duncan make a moral quandary here.
Oh, due to my Hippocratic oath?
Our ghouls people.
Due to my Hippocratic oath.
Due to your Hippocratic oath, our ghouls people. I
Okay.
need you to make this distinction. This will carry over the whole rest of the game.
I see.
So
sorry to put that on you.
No, it's fine.
Well, if eventually it may have come up later, we don't know, but
yeah,
this is the point. Our ghouls people.
The way that Duncan sees it.
Mm-hmm.
The Hippocratic Oath extends to do no harm to people that would otherwise be able to be helped. Once a person has become a ghoul, they are generally outside of the mindset of being able to ask or want help. Now, the distinction of where this would come into play would be the differentiation between someone who is a ghoul and someone who is feral.
Because
see.
at the point of being feral, that would be no different than, say, treating a human who has rabies.
Okay.
They're beyond cognitive comprehension to be able to help in their own request or desire to be helped. So, in this standpoint, Duncan would see it as feral ghouls are no longer people. However, ghouls that still have cognitive capacity would still register under his umbrella of the Hippocratic Oath.
Okay, fair enough. That's all I wanted for the distinctions. Now I know.
Cool. All right.
Making my notes now.
Cool.
Feral ghouls bad. Got it.
As has generally been established in most of Shadowrun, feral ghouls bad. You know.
All
we
right.
tried.
So go ahead, take it away. Back to your discussion of, do you execute this ghoul?
Again, if you want to, just give him a quick one to the back of the head. We don't want to make any loud noise. Well, to be fair, we actually just shot a bunch of shotguns and machine guns in this tunnel. I realize that now in hindsight. So yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead and just give him.
I was wondering why you were worried about loud noises when you
cause
fired automatic weapon.
I didn't realize that easy. Okay, I just thought about it again a little bit deeper than surface level and realized that the element of stealth is already out the window as far as we're concerned here. So yeah, feel free. Give him,
Yep. So Cade will draw
Sicily
his,
style.
Yeah, he'll draw his Ares Predator and careful to stay out of pus popping distance.
Just want to push him a little under the water with the gun barrel, and then
yeah.
Sure. Okay. Heading deeper into this super area, the smell gets worse, and now you're almost to like rotting meat type of smell. This is specifically for Taishi, who is not wearing any kind of respirator or gas mask. So I give you these flavorful smells that you're becoming acquainted with, and now the audience will know as well.
Thanks.
But you get to a small room that has like bits of meat strewn about it. They're kind of bobbing and floating in the gross water. There's half-eaten ganger corpses in here. They've all been gnawed on, again in those Halloweener colors. There's one of those. There's another like mismatched kind of dressed person where they have an armor jacket and everything. They've been eaten. The weirdest thing about all of it is there's somebody attached to the wall with viscera. Like the subject is anchored to the wall in this viscera. It looks like pieces and bits were pushed up against them as they're just kind of hanging there. You can see that they do look distraught. Their eyes started to kind of sink back into their skull. But the good news is that you can clearly see that bracelet on their wrist.
Hello, Doc Wagon. We're here to help.
And then Cade dry heaves in the background.
They look like they're just hanging there. They're not saying anything.
Easy. If I approach this body right now and a tiny ghoul busts out of its chest and jumps at me, I'm gonna be severely disappointed. I just want you to know that ahead of time. Okay.
Duly noted.
I just want to put that out there. All right.
Duly noted, sir.
B, take it away.
I'm gonna just ascend him before we even approach, like hands on Duncan and whoever's.
Roll away. They're not magically active. They are fighting a disease currently. They're unconscious. They're injured. They have cyberware implants. Their general emotional state is they're unconscious. They have no sustaining spells or power foci on them. They are mundane, not awakened. You've never seen their aura before. your magic is higher rated than theirs. The general location of their implants is mostly in their head. General diagnosis of any maladies or diseases. It's some kind of disease. You have no idea what it is, though. You've never seen a disease like this. It almost has its own astral signature.
Oh. All right.
May I ask how they are attached to the wall?
It's like their arms have been looped back between some pipes. They're just kind of held there. That's why they're leaned forward, and then all this stuff has been pushed up against them to kind of support them there.
They're gunk cocooned.
Kind of, but not necessarily fully cocooned. Just kind of stuff is pushed up against them,
supported,
and loop through. Yeah,
gotcha.
This guy's got something. This disease is like an astral signature. It's hard to describe.
Astral disease? I've never heard of one of those before.
It's really fucking bad if it is one.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get the Corpo's treats and get that taken care of at least. So I'll go up to him and slowly approach with my little needle gun.
Okay. I'll go up with Duncan.
And go to give him the slurp for the rest of the vials that we got for the guy.
Sure. Are you just getting them out of his arm? Are you punching him in the chest?
No, going for the arm.
Sure. When you're doing that, you're seeing that there are some of these raised bump areas on their arm, like maybe they're starting to develop the yellow pustules just beneath the skin.
Do you like me to hold the arm?
I think it'll hold in place. Thank you. I appreciate the. I don't want to get people too close to this thing because I don't trust it and I don't know what's going on with it. Now, here's an interesting quandary, Easy, I have for you. What would the Doc Wagon position be on rescuing a person that is knowingly ghoul infected? Because as there is not a cure for being a ghoul, would it not in the long run impose a larger threat to pull a ghoul out and then take him to a hospital and drop somebody off with a ghoul in a building full of sick people?
So the protocol is, are they currently a ghoul? If no, platinum status stands.
Okay, cool.
Because that's a high-paying customer, and
Sure
we
is.
take care of our high-paying customers.
I'm glad I read the EULA. All right, fantastic. Cool. So, by my best determinant here, as the trauma specialist, is this guy a ghoul?
No.
Okay.
Also, extremely hard to tell as they're unconscious.
Right. But they've got the facial feature and whatnot.
I mean, they're just sunken. Maybe it's setting in, or he's in transition to become one. But that's still technically a platinum holder.
All right. So, real quick, I want to after we get the slurping taken care of. I want to chirp onto the comm line. Hey, Mr. Corpo, are you listening in here still?
The line kind of crackles to life.
I'm still here.
We found the platinum level target, but there is potential suspicion for ghoulification on the subject. We have no confirmation that he has already started to turn, but as you seem to be taking the reins on this situation, how would you like us to proceed?
Can you describe the symptoms?
Sunken eyes, gaunt features, palish looking skin, as well as what may be the formation of some type of pustule underneath his bone, or underneath the skin that is starting to protrude. His hands are currently covered in some type of viscera, so we cannot tell finger discoloration.
Are they conscious?
They are not, no.
In your transport, do you have the capability of transporting violent subjects?
I would like to deter that question to Cade.
We do.
Perfect. Please acquire the subject and bring them back to the facility.
Hearing that, narco jet straight into the gut. 2 just to be safe.
2 narco jets straight to the gut just to be safe.
Yep.
All right. Again, labored breathing, and you see the spikes on the readout from the biomonitor. Other than that,
Emmy, do you have restraints as well for the hands?
I sure do. I will get out the zip ties. Excuse me. I assume we'll be carrying him and we can strap him down, but we'll do wrists and legs and...
Cade, would it be possible for us to thatch the body onto the top of the drone and have them carry him out for us?
I might be able to rig something up real quick.
If possible, I would like to minimize our own physical contact or exposure to this man as much as we can.
I mean, you can spend a plot point. Someone could spend a plot point to tie them successfully to the drone to have them carried out. I'll let you.
I did bring the portable stretcher that we could then.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will spend my personal plot point that I got from B's improved reaction to get him all hog-tied to the portable stretcher that
we can fashion to the drone. Yeah.
Make your way back out of the trap door.
Yeah, that would probably be the fastest route to do it, rather than just popping up randomly wherever we are right now and then having to make it back to the docks with a ghoul strapped to the top of a drone. Let's not do that.
If you
Nothing
want, let's
do that.
Terrible could happen from that, right?
No.
Nothing bad at all.
All right. You guys get all the way back out into the main area. And then I'm going to spend a plot point. As you get out into that main area, above you on the rafters, you can just hear somebody shout out, "Torch it!" Handful of guys just chuck Molotovs down onto the floor. A few of them one or two will also throw these canisters that resemble propane tanks. As you're all coming out of the trap door, and you hear them running across the scaffolding, the catwalk up there to that exit ladder that Mel saw, as everything starts burning in the warehouse. So maybe some athletic rolls here.
I say have B blow open the wall with structural weakness.
All right, let's do it.
People think, yep, cool. All right, yep, we'll do that.
The wall will blow open from the spell, the force of the spell. Blow a hole in the wall. You can see the outside, the light kind of pouring in from outside. Now everybody give me an athletics test, please. So everybody is booking it out of here, making a great time. However, B is getting obstructed from the flames, having cast and used so much energy to bust the wall open. B is slowly just in the fumes, just getting to them like, not quite making it outside as everyone else is very easily.
Emmy would like to run back, get B and like squat down and just have B hop on her back, and she'll just carry her out like a backpack.
All right, roll me one more athletics test, Emmy. We're hoofing it on that way out. We were kind of just, I guess I'll come back. But yes, you could get B up onto your shoulders and rush out as the gout of flame actually shoots out behind you.
Thanks, Emmy.
No problem.
Well, you have your passed out patient, and who's looking infected, maybe not ghoulified. Who knows?
So now I think Cade hits the recall button on the VTOL while we're all outside, and it autopilots over to us.
Okay. And then,
quick
are we
question,
loading up? Yes. That is your question.
Isn't something bad supposed to happen to ghouls when they're exposed to sunlight?
No, they're thinking of actual vampires.
Well, I know. I thought that there was a thing with ghouls when it came to sunlight, though. Too. I thought that they were like UV sensitive.
Well, yeah, they just don't like it. But if you're on, it's not like they burn or anything. It's just like
okay.
Yeah, it's not like
their eyes are
they're
really
just not
sensitive.
fans. They're
It's
just
not
not
like-
fans. Okay.
It's not like Blade where you shine a UV light at them and they turn to dust.
Maybe
They
it should
actually
be.
just explode.
Yeah, maybe it should
Yeah,
be.
well,
you know,
that's true.
maybe Shadowrun could use more blood raves. All right, that's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so when we get to the VTOL, or when the VTOL shows up, Mel and Cade get that guy secured in the danger area. B, get yourself hooked up onto an oxygen tank just to be safe. Those smoke inhalation's never a good time.
Thanks, boss.
Taichi doing great. Love to see it. Keep up the good work.
Okay,
Also good. I'll make sure you get the commendation for saving the teammate back there. That was a good move.
Oh, it was. I would do it for any of you. We're all a family, and I just love all of you so much.
And then something horrible happens, right, Easy? Because that's the perfect time for that.
No, you guys load up onto the VTOL. You're clear.
While I'm
go.
huffing oxygen, I want to sense literally everyone in this car and see if anyone got diseased.
Seems like the only heavily infected person is the one you have restrained to the stretcher. You can make it back, and there will actually be a full security team when you arrive. They're decked out in light security armor. They have no markings on them at all, and they're walking in with that same suit that handed you the briefcase. Well, do you have the briefcase for me?
Yep, briefcase right here.
Samples
filled as requested.
He'll pop open the briefcase, take a look. Excellent. We'll take care of that for you.
Go ahead and keep the stretcher too. We don't need that back.
Sure, we'll take it as well. Security guys in light security armor will go up, pick up, and then they head off out of your hangar and off somewhere else. You guys are given the order to stand down, and you are cleared to head back into the waiting area for any further missions that may come for today. What a way to start your shift, huh? So everybody also headed off to disinfectant in the showers as well.
I gotta go check the TV. I gotta go check my bets, and then also that's more important, dog.
Sure. And then last thing before we end here, now that everybody's all back, unfortunately, Mel, while you're more concerned about getting this deep clean done on the VTOL after everything that's been in here, your notification pops up that tickets are sold out.
Mel's gonna look at his comm link and just, you're gonna see this like crestfallen look. He's gonna just kind of look at his phone for a long moment before putting it down slowly and getting back to work with this this like not depressed, but really, really sad look in his eyes.
Almost melancholy, right?
Yeah, like a really melancholy. Like there was a speed to it at first, and now it's just this like, well, now I have nothing to look forward to. I'm just gonna slowly clean.
Went from speed cleaning to Oh, I guess I don't need to now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cade will hand him a fresh bottle of disinfectant and be like, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Nothing. I just missed a sale. It's cool. Well, I'll catch the next sale.
Was it the Mercurial tickets you were looking out for?
Yeah, they were limited edition. I was trying for the VIP stuff.
Well, I mean, if you're interested, Cade holds up his comm link, and he has 2 tickets to the Maria Mercurial show VIP. You want to go with me?
Mel's eyes light up, and he goes to hug you, and then stops, realizing he is covered in disinfectant, and just nods very quickly with this. Yeah, that would be great. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Whiz.
All right. That's where we'll wrap this one up. Another successful Doc Wagon contract completed, you guys. Whether they remain a platinum member, I don't know, but say those services are pretty good, right?
They were a platinum member when we handed them off.
We better get a 5-star on Yelp.
Yeah, that dude is going to a black site for sure.
What? No, that's crazy talk.
He's going to the sub-basement of the arcology.
That's not a great place.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of SINless. As always, we appreciate all of our patron support. After all, we couldn't make this show without you. So a big thank you to the Rogue 404, an absolute Dreckstorm of a podcast, Tim, Tommy, Michael, Flatty1 Gaming, Manic, Sander, Winter, Jim, the musician, Shadow Dagger, Oliver, Ancient Relic, What the Dice, Dat Booty, Techno Druid, Con 9000, MS, Travis, Asthma Admiral, Ms., Joseph, Big Spoon, QM1 De Leon, Devix, Dylan, Dimitri Wacha Wacha, and Shakalaka. Thank you all so much for supporting us and helping us to keep the bills paid so we can keep making the show that you love. Thank you all again. Let us know how you feel about the new season in the comment section, or head on over to our Discord. Let us know what you think there. Till the next episode, have a good one, chummers. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.
Okay, I need this. I don't need that. That can go. I need you more than ever, buddy. Frag those low-life squatters out in Redmond, sticking me a box for 2 days. Was it 2 days? What day is it? Whatever, doesn't matter. I gotta get out of here. I gotta throw the yaks and the mob off my trail before I make a break for it. Hello? What would keep them from coming after me? How do I get them to just stop looking?
Mr. Hickory, your 1 o'clock is here.